Brock Lesnar won't return to WWE until major settlement. Brock Lesnar has been absent from WWE television for nearly a year. Meanwhile, pro wrestling veteran Dutch Mantel has shared his speculation about the Beast Incarnate's future with the company. The 47-year-old's last match was against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam 2023, where the latter emerged victorious in a hard-fought battle. Not so long after, Lesnar's name was seemingly involved in a disturbing lawsuit alongside Vince McMahon, filed by former employee Janelle Grant. While Triple H has confirmed that he is open to having a conversation with the multi-time world champion, the decision for his return ultimately lies with the Beast Incarnate himself. On his Storytime with Dutch Mantel podcast, the wrestling veteran predicted that Brock Lesnar's return to the Stanford-based promotion is unlikely until the lawsuit filed against Mr. McMahon by Janelle Grant is resolved. Lesnar won't be back before they settle the Janelle Grant-Vince McMahon lawsuit, said Mantel. The WWE veteran says Brock Lesnar returning to save Cody Rhodes from the bloodline would be massive. At the SummerSlam 2024, Cody Rhodes is set to lock horns with Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE title in Cleveland. Speaking on his The Experience podcast, the legendary Jim Cornette suggested that a massive moment could unfold if the bloodline interfered in the championship match. He speculated that Brock Lesnar's surprise return to save the American Nightmare would be a game-changer. I think it's early for that right now, if only because the bloodline, all the new guys, need to be established more before they get into the ring with Brock. If that music hit to save Cody Rhodes, it would be massive. Yeah, I agree with that, said Cornette. However, Cody Rhodes is preparing for a blockbuster match at SummerSlam, where he will put his undisputed WWE Championship on the line against Solo Sikoa. The feud between the two stars has reached its peak, and Sikoa will have a grand opportunity to become a world champion for the first time in his career. Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa are expected to have one final confrontation this Friday on the final SmackDown before the biggest party of the summer. This time, however, the American Nightmare has to be careful, as the bloodline will play the numbers game once again. With that in mind, we look at 3 mistakes that the reigning champion must avoid this Friday on SmackDown. There has been speculation that both Roman Reigns and The Rock could return this Saturday at SummerSlam and get involved in the title match between Cody and Solo Sikoa. The two megastars have been out since WrestleMania 40, but it appears the time has now come for their comeback. Should they return, they will target Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline, and Cody Rhodes. Still, the American Nightmare should avoid focusing on Roman Reigns and The Rock during his confrontation, and instead set his sights on how he will get back on track against Solo, who has built some momentum over the past 3 weeks. The reigning undisputed WWE champion has been upset about how things have played out over the past 3 weeks. The Bloodline has dominated him and injured both Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. With that in mind, fans could see Cody Rhodes attempt to add a stipulation to the match so he can raise the stakes, but this will only hurt him, as the Bloodline will outnumber him again. The only stipulation that would make sense would be a steel cage match to avoid any outside interference from the faction. The build-up to the title match at SummerSlam has been quite challenging for the American Nightmare, as fans have seen him get a beatdown by the Bloodline in straight weeks. The faction has taken advantage of the numbers game and prevailed over Cody, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. The last two are injured, and it is unclear if they will appear at SmackDown on Friday or at SummerSlam on Saturday. Even though it is very likely that fans will see both the Viper and Co. in Cody Rhodes' corner, it will not be wise for the reigning undisputed WWE champion to engage in another physical confrontation with Solo Sikoa less than 24 hours before their matchup. It will be a risky decision, especially with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton's status for Friday remaining unclear. The title match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa is expected to be the main event of SummerSlam on Saturday, August 3. Fans will be on the edge of their seats for tomorrow's SummerSlam, eagerly anticipating the possibility of the Beast Incarnate returning to confront the rejuvenated Bloodline.